But okay, let's jump into this. So, roadmap roundup came out, and yeah, I don't think it's going to be a very big one, but let's see. Notable changes for November 9th, 2022. For release view, the following cards have been added to release view, slated for release in Alpha 3.18. Time trial race missions, Gen 12 scene renderer. New rendering architecture to improve performance. This milestone renders every single scene object through the new renderer with optimizations and additional features. Time trial race missions are being added throughout the stand system. Players will be able to test their skills versus testing their skills versus set times, earning rewards based on performance, and even unlocking more tracks as they progress. Whoa, that's more than just go to place race against yourself. So that sounds quite the update um there. So that's a quite a big deal. Now what I will say, if I am correct, let's take a look at release view real quick for 3.18. Yeah, they're still tentative, but hull stripping is tentative. So not not quite sure why, but I imagine I don't foresee those things not being in 318, right? And then the following cards have passed their final review because I guess these things just have not had their final review yet. But it's still kind of surprising that Salvage still has not had its final review. Um, Sandbox prison activities, expansion of the prison gameplay with a new suite of missions, sandbox activities. We saw some of that on a recent Star Citizen Live. So, yeah, all that stuff looks good. And I think we actually saw the review of it on Star Citizen Live with Elliot. Yeah. Progress tracker. So this is something that's been added, which is the Crusader Spirit. And then due to the vehicle waiting a gameplay dependency from Squadron 42, which is clearly going to be boarding, the delivery has been temporarily removed from the progress tracker. So the Anvil Legionnaire, the boarding mosquito looking ship, is no longer going to be on the progress tracker, which is not a surprise. And I guess the one thing that I would question that I would pose to you guys is, at this point, how does it feel that nearly every ship you purchase is not in production, right? That's the thing that's starting to get frustrating is, man, their ship pipeline is the best thing that they have, and they have such a backlog, it's insane. Um what do you guys think about that? I don't think too much about the ships, and I just take them as they come personally. I think that there's plenty of ships. I think there's plenty in the game right now to support uh, fun activities and things like that if they build upon the actual gameplay in the game with the current suite of ships that we have already. And then, yeah, it just gets built upon there. But they're it's definitely part of the funding model to just draw a picture, sell it, and literally not deliver it for years. And it always has been. And I just come to peace with that. I don't necessarily partake in purchasing those ships anymore, but it's one of those things. But man, the for me personally, the time trial race mission looks actually mega exciting. The big thing is what rewards would we earn? I'm so curious to hear about that. And then I like the fact that you unlock additional tracks and go from there through setting maybe a certain time, which is really cool. So I think this is a great step for the game. I do concern myself with server performance and a time trial. But yeah, that's a good point. My guess the reward is Alpha UEC. So, but yeah, that was the roadmap roundup. And again, I've been saying it for a while. I believe that these will be quite small for quite some time. Then when we get out of 318, we'll start to see more, or when we get 318 out, you'll start to see more things move around to fill in maybe a 319, or are they going to go straight to 4.0? Given the scenario of what's happened here, I think a lot's going to change in terms of, I guess, in terms of the way things will work, right? As far as what patches will happen, because it took so long to get 318 out that shifts everything. So maybe you take 319 activities, shift them into 4.0, and just go from there. But we shall see. But I guess as always, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe for more reactions like this, and yeah, stop by our Discord, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you guys think about anything. Twitch.tv/SaltEMike, we record these live, and Discord.gg/SaltEMike, where we're always talking about Star Citizen.